Hello children, how are you all? A very good morning to all of you. Children, I'm back with one more session of practice questions which will be helpful for you in your Olympiad examination. Let's see the first one, children. If you get cut by a dirty or rusted object, you may get a fracture, a sprain, rabies or tetanus. So you can see that a fracture or a sprain, usually it is related to muscle or bone. Okay, when you accidentally fall down, if you twist your ankle or wrist, you get sprain, and if you're hurt and if you fall down on hard things or so, then you may develop a fracture that's related to bone. But if you get cut by a dirty or rusted objects, out of these two, anyone can be developed actually. You can see that rabies, it is mainly caused by virus, okay, and mainly dogs, it is carried by dogs, as we all know. Not just dogs, actually some wild animals. So that is the vehicle, like vector, like through which the virus is transmitted into the body, not by the dirty or rusted objects. Mainly on dirty and rusted objects, more bacteria will be there actually, and that may cause dangerous disease caused by bacteria, that is called as tetanus, children. Okay, so tetanus is the right option here. See, related to the first question, we have a second question here. The rabies virus, can you see here? The rabies virus is carried by, as I told you, that it is carried by dogs, children. So rabbits, hens and cockroaches, they are not the vehicles for the transfer or transmittance of this virus into human beings. So rabies virus is carried by dogs. So stray dogs, that's why we say that we have to be away from stray dogs and cats. Even cats also, in their saliva you may find this rabies virus. So when they bite, that virus gets transferred or transmitted into the bloodstream, and we may get rabies, children. Okay, so third one, what can happen if we touch electric things with wet hands? So here we know that through wet hands electricity can easily pass. So we may get an electric shock. Nothing can happen, we can't say. We may get an electric shock. Those things can get spoiled. More than that, we may get an electric shock. So B is the right option. Always we have to see to it that we wear rubber slippers and we don't touch electrical things like electric switches and appliances with our wet hands. Okay, children. The fourth one, your mother has to work in the kitchen for cooking or so. What advice will you give to her? So while working in the kitchen or while working near the stove or fire, okay, then what should you do? What precautions should you take? Safety measures. Wear a nylon dress, wear a cotton dress, wear a rayon dress, or all of these. So the best thing is to wear a cotton dress, that because all these things, they immediately catch fire. So it becomes very difficult to manage the fire. If accidentally, if the dress catches fire, it becomes very difficult to control this, because very rapidly the fire spreads. Okay, if it's a cotton dress, it's easy to manage. Okay, so cotton dress, it doesn't catch fire very easily. So this is the right option. Match 1 with 2. You can see here there are some options given. Such answers usually they will be like very easy, but just to confuse you, they give like this, because because of the tension and children think that they have to complete in hurry. Actually, they tend to put the wrong option. So this is also one way of testing the mental status of kids actually. So here all these options actually are very easy. So as I always tell you, first of all, see these different things which are given under different columns and properly match them right on one side the correct options, and then check for the options down. So let us do that. A, zebra crossing, it should be matched with crossing road, right? A, 2. B, a cut in the skin. What will you do if there is a cut in the skin? Water and bandage. What will you do? Will you just pass water over the cut part of the skin, or will you just tie a bandage? Yes, a bandage. So B3 and C1. Burnt finger, you have to keep it under water, running water for some time, so that the pain and the burning sensation is relieved. Okay, so what are the options here? A2, B3 and C1. Where is that right option? You just check A2, B3, C1. Now C is the right option, children. Okay, let's see some more questions quickly. Let's continue, children. If an accident occurs, I will panic. Panic means getting scared, okay, frightened, okay. Arrange for first aid and a doctor. Call a big crowd and surround the patient or the victim. All of this. So what should you do when an accident occurs? First of all, you should not be panic. You should not panic. So you should not be scared, okay. And then, like, arrange for first aid and a doctor. Yeah. What is first aid? The immediate help that is given to the victim before the doctor arrives, right? So we should just see if we could arrange for any first aid or a doctor. And then call a crowd. Okay, can we call a crowd and make that victim, suffer because of when a large crowd surrounds the victim, that victim will feel very uneasy and the condition can worsen. So that's why you should not do that, and all of this is wrong. So which one is the correct option, children? Arrange for first aid and a doctor. Okay. What is the most important reason behind using sunscreen in sunlight? So you can see that it makes the skin fairer. Do you think it's a cosmetic, like fair and lovely? It changes, makes the skin to glow or something like that? No, it's not a cosmetic. It doesn't make the skin fairer. Make skin cooler. Do you think it makes the skin cooler? Cooler in the sense, no, that is also a wrong assumption. Makes skin smooth. That's also not, as I told you, that it's not any cosmetic. It protects from the harmful radiations like the UV radiations, ultraviolet radiations. So this is the right reason behind using a sunscreen, lotion or cream in sunlight. Which of the following cause fire to spread? So you can see that the fire, in order to spread, it requires something. The conditions which help the fire to spread. The supply of fuel. If you go on supplying the fuel, will the fire spread? Yes. If there is a fire somewhere, you sprinkle some oil or fuel into it, like wood or any fuel that burns, then what happens to the fire? It becomes bigger. So this is one reason or cause for the fire to spread. Good supply of air. Yes, if the supply of air is there, sufficient supply of air is there, the fire spreads. Rising temperature of the fuel. If the temperature is increased or if the temperature of the fuel increases, what happens? It catches fire more and the fire spreads. So all are correct. Okay. So these things are actually kept in mind in order to stop a fire. Actually, in order to stop a fire, you have to stop all these. You have to stop the supply of fuel, you have to stop the supply of air, and you have to cool the fuel down. So that is what the fire extinguishers do actually. Okay. When a car takes a turn on the road, it should. So whenever any vehicle or a car, any vehicle on the road, if it is taking a turn, then what you should do? Should you drive fast then? Or should you turn slowly? Or give a signal? Or both? Yes, both B and C. You should give a signal and slow down. So turn slowly. So both B and C are the right options. So did you understand, children? It's from your lesson safety and safety mainly. So let's meet again with some more questions in our next Olympiads practice question. Okay, children? Thank you.